We are not going to be watching any of the cutscenes. I'm going to try to skip the cutscenes as quick as I can.
Neo, loser! Neo, loser! So long! It's no.
reversal mechanic in this game finally got fixed for this version of the game. But, getting over here, now this is part of the speed run that I think I kind of if you haven't been
Ready, Roxas? Rock! Yeah, yeah! I'll show you. How's this? How's this? How's this? How could I lose? And
but it does come to a yeah, we're going to abilities, and the game is telling you that equipping these abilities costs a instead of waiting in the
yeah, rock! Yeah! That's more like it. Not that, Robert.
Makes that fight too easy in my opinion. So what we're gonna do here is a lot of people this fight. We're gonna try to lose.
My life is a chip in the pie. Tough. This is hardly a gamble.
But we did get an item for that. And it's really good. It's way more useful Scene from Kingdom Hearts 1, and I know I probably did it really backwards order as far as doing this.
Simply... Come here, I'll make it all stop! Burn, baby! Won't forget this! Got it memorized!
So yeah, that is... Okay, and we have my boy from Modification Gaming here.
What's up?
So, now that Mondo is here, we just got past Twilight Town. We gotta go wake Sora up.
Oh, cool. You can hear me. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, you may want to turn your mic up just a little bit.
Just a little bit?
I'm watching.
At last.
Yeah, I'm
Okay. Alright, that should be good. Okay. So we have the squad here. We're gonna do a quick menu. And we actually have scan. We're gonna use that instead of guard because most of the early game enemies are not gonna be worth using guard for right now. What a lot of runs do is that they let themselves get killed in this fight because this is one of the fights that you can't lose and still get through to the next part of the game, the next cutscene. We are actually going to kill as many nobodies here as we can. That's just for the early game leveling since we're only level 3 right now, and we really need to get that extra experience for Sora, Donald, and Goofy. And so let's see how this goes. Luckily,
Okay. Oh yeah.
When we get to Yensid's Tower, we're gonna take the magic tree.
Okay.
Hey, real fast though, don't forget to increase your voice volume a little bit.
Yes. Alright, I think I already did that.
You're still.
Alright.
It's like my voice is like really loud and like your voice is like really quiet.
So we did get that right there. I'm probably just gonna talk louder then. But we have our first Heartless battle. Look at these cute little guys. A lot of the early killing power that we needed to for this run in particular. I need that mithril shard for it. But we will be definitely using that. We're not gonna go and fight the enemies here for most of the run. Just wait till we get to the soldiers here for the actual battle. You can see it. And so like this one right here, we have the gate blocked off. Anytime I see that gate pop up, that means you can't escape and then we're gonna keep moving. We are actually about to get our first fight that we're gonna use at the beginning of Fall Bastion. And then we will not be using power form again, probably until the next fight. So for anybody watching the stream, we are Donald's killing it right now. It's really good. Usually you want Donald to do good. If Donald is not doing good at the early game, your speed run is going to get cut by like at least and we are now finally here. Yensid. We're gonna ignore the book. Talk to Yensid. You don't have to read the book. It just kind of tells you kind of what the enemies are, what kind of the lore is, a little bit behind some of the stuff for Cage 2 when they start off. And
Well, look who's here, dears.
yeah, my microphone is all the way up. For some reason, it may be a little janky right now.
It's like
actually-
you're a whisper on the video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Just like I know you probably already checked it. Just make sure his
We're gonna check this real quick then.
and don't.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah, much better. Much better.
Howdy, Sora. It's your favorite dummy engineer. And
Yeah, that's way better. Nice.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, so we have our first world. We have Hall Bastion. So we're going to be rolling on there. There's a little trick where you can automatically hop to the next world. I'm not sure how to do that yet. but we are going to be using our drive form right here. Nice. And that's just for that little, oh, nice. Thanks for the comment. But we are, hopefully this will go right here. We shouldn't be able to use too much of this drive form right here. Yes, that double finisher will clear out most of those. And we have to kill this samurai guy right there, because he will actually do some bad damage, and we do not want that going into the next fight. And the reason why, you're probably like, well, I thought you would save Valor Form for later on. No, but we actually want to use Valor Form for the movement. Valor Form is the fastest way to travel currently right now for us, and we did just get our first magic. We have fire, so we'll be using that in the upcoming fight here in a little bit. I could grab a drive recovery later on up here for safety. I don't need it. And so hopefully we will start out this fight in Valor Form. No, we won't actually. Okay, this fight sucks. And the reason why, it's not because of the nobodies. It's because of that guy right there, Leon. He sucks. You want to keep him near the gate. You want him to be near the gate so he does not get in the way of these combos that you're trying to pull off the Dusk. But we do want to try to get this right here. If we can get this, we want this, the dual stance. If I can get it right, boom. That gets rid of a lot of enemies really fast. So if we can get that going, that'll be very good. And okay, I don't know if we got Blizzard or Fire, but oh, it's Blizzard actually. Okay, we want to actually try to line these guys up right here and just spam Blizzard. Yeah. Yeah. And then maybe Leon will finish off that guy. No, he won't. There he actually did. Okay, that's super nice. Yeah, that's the one part about that fight that's really frustrating is that we want the enemies close to us, and Leon just knocks them up in the air like some rag dolls. So we do not want that. And now we're going to be going to our first Disney-related world. We are going to be going to Land of Dragons, which is basically Mulan's world.
Is
but
it
we
Disney
do.
or is it that movie?
Oh, it's Disney. But we're gonna be doing. We do have to use the gummy missions. Unfortunately, it's probably the one part of the game that most people do not like. We're gonna switch it to full auto because it's a very easy way. Honestly, you don't even have to shoot the enemies. Your gummy ship is so broken on this difficulty that you don't have to fire at anybody. But with that being said, I mean, I usually just like to do it just because, I mean, it'd be boring if I just sat here and just didn't do anything. But I just see a lot of speedrunners that just kind of don't use the time to actually fire on the enemies. They just kind of take the hits and go with it. But we're not going to do that because we're real men, and real men fire at the nobodies that are trying to shoot at you. So.
Well timed.
Yeah, we're heading to Mulan's world. Now, the thing about the world that we're heading to is that we will still need to use our Valor Form, because Valor Form, like I said, is really the main way that we're going to be getting around. And once we use that Valor Form, we should have it twice. We should have it at the very beginning, and then we should have it right at the very end when we are fighting Shan Yu. There's also a segment where we get to level up Sora a little bit more. Yeah, we're gonna be trying to do that as much as we can early game, just because we should probably be about level 30 by the time we go into the world that never was, and if we're not, it's going to take a little bit longer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. But yeah, that's my
So
only.
apparently, there's
What's
an
that?
Obi-Wan movie being in production right now.
An Obi-Wan Kenobi movie being in production? That'd be nasty.
Producer is George Lucas.
Oh, he's coming back? Nice.
We're back in black.
Back in black.
Very nice.
A lot of people give George Lucas crap on the prequels. Episode 3 is still probably one of the
Look,
better Star Wars
Look,
movies
let's
ever
just
made.
all be honest here. Attack of the Clones is a cringe fest. It is
Yes,
so
it
cringy.
is.
It is so weird. Like, watching as a kid, I was like, heck yeah, I like this movie. But as an adult, it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, straight up uncomfortable. Revenge of the Sith is such, like, a masterpiece. It could have been better, obviously, but that's why you need to watch the Clone Wars, and that's why you need to watch the old animated Clone Wars to really appreciate it and get, like, the background of what happened. But, man, it's like a love letter that really connects the prequels and sequels together, in my honest opinion.
Yeah.
Me and Aries can't stop quoting Revenge of the Sith with, like, Palpatine. That's just, like, we do it all the time. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, and we did get our second piece of magic for surviving the fight with the nobodies there, and so that's gonna be very useful whenever we're doing the missions, the little mini missions here. Oh god, we need to get Goofy here so we can use Valor Form. Forgot to do that. I should have done that when I was in the menu. But now, I also like in KH2 how the cutscenes will actually show what Valor form Sora is, or whatever form he's in. That's a pretty nice touch. Okay. And okay. Okay, we need that Heartless to pop out of the ground. Okay, there we go. They're the most annoying enemies to fight in a speedrun. They will essentially haunt you in your nightmares because it's just bad. Alright, so we still have Valor Form here. We should get to Valor Form level 2 right here if we play it right. Okay, we didn't, but we should get it the next time we use it. And now we're going to use fire and get the enemies out of the way to stop them from popping into the ground, because we're not going to be using magic a whole lot during the early part of the run, just for when we need it. And if you also notice, whenever the drive gauge is, essentially whenever it's actually charging when your MP is out, that means that the drive gauge will recover quicker, so you get your forms back a lot quicker. And we are going to be spamming fire here like nobody's business. We're going to let them all come to us, because these Heartless are just jokes at this level. Okay, and boom. Okay, hop out of that. Okay, we are level 10, that's nice. Okay, we need to get rid of him immediately. Probably one of the more dangerous enemies at the beginning of the level, just because they're very unpredictable about who's going to attack you first. Yeah. Let's see what he's going to do. He'll swipe. Yeah, he is being annoying right now. Boom, finish him off with a blizzard. Okay, so we're making pretty good time right now still. I still kind of, okay, this is the only really annoying part of the missions right here. We do have to hunt for the Heartless, and whenever they pop up, attack them with the magic. There should be a Heartless somewhere around here. Yep, there he is. We're gonna use the fire. We can actually snipe him through that. Yeah, fun stuff about the game. It just glitches whenever you want it to.
smart.
And then, like I said before, you can see our drive gauge is actually right there. And it's helping us
I have
get
a
our...
question.
What's that?
So how many times have you played Kingdom Hearts, like this game in particular?
As far as like playthroughs, it's probably been
Yeah.
over 30 times.
That's actually really impressive. Like, for me personally, I played it probably one time through. I played it one time through. The first game I played all the way through, but at the very end I had to use cheats because, let's just be honest, that last like few bosses are ridiculous. If you didn't bring any like potions or anything, you're boned. But no, dude, you're a better player than I am.
Okay, we are going to go back into dry form right here because it's just too good. And what we're gonna do, try to get as many hits as we can on this thing because Power Form actually levels up the amount of times that you hit something. So we just got level 2 right there. That's gonna be pretty good, useful later on. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, let's go. And so what you want to happen right here is you want Valor Form to still be active by the time you get to the camp, which we're doing a pretty good job of right now. And that'll help us with our movement, and boom. So now we're at the snow camp, next to the mountain. And we are going to the cave right here. Another important thing about Valor Form is that while you are in this form, you cannot use magic. It is like magic is just apparently when Sora goes into Valor Form, he just becomes an idiot swinging his Keyblade around that can't use anything. Okay, we need to get rid of the big guy. Okay, and yes, we got rid of him. Okay. Fire on all of these Heartless. We kind of want them over in the corner over here, so let's see if they follow me. Yeah. We want them over here in the corner, so that way they will actually start trying to come over here and spawn peek us, essentially like some Call of Duty nerds. And the rest of the time we're going to be swinging the Keyblade around like a maniac. Okay, and then we have to see who's doing what move first. And he did his move already, and he did it again. Okay. Nice. Sora going for an air ride. But, if we didn't kill him right there, it's probably another 5-10 seconds that we wasted on him. So what we do want to use, we're going to use Valor Form again because we're going to get it back. Sometimes when you go into certain fights or cutscenes, your drive gauge will get completely filled if you were still in a form when you enter that fight. So for that last fight, we were in Valor Form, and because we were still in Valor Form, the game will automatically just refill your gauge for you, which is really good. We need to do Slide Dash. Slide Dash is broken move. Such a good move. It just basically just teleports you where you want to go. And right now, we're going to try to kill as many of these guys as we can, because we need to level up. And that's really good. Okay. And we really want those guys at the bell tower to pop up as much as they can, because they give us like twice the experience of anything that we'll get from these tiny little fish guys. I forgot what their actual Heartless name is, but yeah, we want the bolt towers. Yeah, that's these things right here are the bolt towers. We want as many of them as we possibly can, because we need them to give us a lot of experience and speed trap these guys. And yeah. Okay, we got to do a bolt reversal. That's going to give us a bunch of experience right there. Okay, we need to level up at least by the end of this fight. There we go. Clutch level up. And so we should still... Okay, so Ping is actually Milan now. So we actually have the Milan version of her character, which is a lot better. And we're going back into Valor Form because we need some movement. And the good thing about leveling up your dry forms is that you will be able to stay in your dry forms longer the more levels you have for them. And so boom, right here we have the kind of weird part of the game where your party members are just kind of wandering around and you can't use your drive form at all. It's really strange. But we're going to go back into Valor form again. We should still have Valor form by the time we get to the castle, and we should be able to be pretty set on using it for the first part of the Shan Yu fight. I've actually seen people who get through to the Shan Yu fight with all their Valor forms still intact, so it's actually pretty impressive. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, that's not good. So we do not want that to happen. Okay, bolt reversal, and do that. Okay, so we still should be good for getting Shan Yu's first little couple life bars out of the way. But let's see if we can do that. And I know it probably seems like I'm just pressing that button to just fling the Keyblade around, but it's actually to get more movement out of the already impressive movement that Valor Form gives us. So let's see. Yes, okay, that's exactly what we wanted right there. Boom. Okay. Okay, we are back. That's what we wanted. We wanted him to do exactly that. Okay.
Nice. Let's go, baby. Come on.
There we go. That's what I was looking for right there. Watch that health. Boom. Boom. There we go. That is the first boss completed. At least for the Disney worlds. So. And that path will actually get us towards Olympus Coliseum, but we're not going to go there yet. We're actually going to go to Beast Castle, one of my favorite worlds.
Oh, God.
Because it's probably one of the only worlds that actually really feels like the movie. That and Pirates of the Caribbean is really good.
Also has
really
like one of the hardest secret bosses ever.
Yes.
Good lord.
Yeah. That world in particular is just crazy to me. And we're gonna have a really fun fight. Actually, it used to be one of my least favorite fights. The second time we go to Beast Castle, and it's with Zaldin, one of the Organization 13 members. A lot of you probably remember dying a lot to Zaldin, but we can actually cheese him very quickly. By that time we will have Master Form, and Master Form just completely dicks on Zaldin. Master Form actually probably dicks on most of the stuff in this game. And that's why they make you jump through hurdles to get Final Form, because it's basically Master Form, but you can just spam magic and win, essentially. You're pretty much untouchable in Master and in Final Form. And we're gonna get a bunch of stuff from that right there. Oh yeah. The only bad part about Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and probably is going to be 3, the gummy missions are fun sometimes, but this one in particular is probably fun. But
how excited are you for the next Kingdom Hearts 3?
Oh, I'm ecstatic. I know it. As far as it playing, like the gameplay, Kingdom Hearts 2 will probably have the best gameplay, because Kingdom Hearts 3 is probably going toward more of like a Birth by Sleep combat mode, where you'll have like action commands instead of like the regular command, the command list that you have during Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. and that leads you to like some very interesting like gameplay stuff. But it seems like Kingdom Hearts 3 is going more towards like a streamlined version of the command system, which is fine. But as far as someone like me who's played Kingdom Hearts for years and kind of appreciating more the subtleness of the original combat system, it'll probably be a bit of a change that I'll have to get used to. But I'll still be doing a speed run of that, most definitely. Definitely be doing a speed run of that. Whenever I actually play the game enough to know some of the quirks behind it, because the quirks that I know about Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, I've watched from other people that done speedruns, and so my knowledge from that just kind of grew from it. But yes, I'm super excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. Because I think we all just kind of want the Xehanort saga to come to an end because of how convoluted the story is now. But it'll still be one of those things where we'll be sad when it happens. Like when I play Kingdom Hearts 3, there may be an emotional tug at the heartstrings whenever I actually finish it, because just knowing that it's the end of the saga that we've been playing since we were like, heck, since I was probably like 7 or 8.
Yeah, it's weird thinking about that. I mean, I remember when I first wanted to pick up Kingdom Hearts, and I got off of Amazon, both the games, and I just remember playing them, and like you're just kind of sucked, you're kind of sucked up into like a different universe. I remember going to GameStop, and I was like, hey, can I get Kingdom Hearts? Like, bruh, like we don't sell that crap here. Like that game is garbage. I was like, how?
Yeah, how, Sway?
You played it? How, Sway? And I remember playing it, I got down to the first one, and I was like, I gotta play the second one now. I can't just wait. And I got down to the second one. It was just a great experience. I can't wait for the third one. And I called it. Frozen is in the game. I called it. I remember talking to you about it. Because I'm gonna be honest, man. Like when that movie came out, I was a huge fan of it. I know I'm a dude and all that, you know, whatever. But like when that movie came out, it had to be in the new Kingdom Hearts game. So
the best thing about Kingdom Hearts 2 from 1, it was very easy to get lost where you were going in Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 2 basically just said, we're going to give you the map at the very beginning of every world that you go to, and we're not going to make your life miserable. And that's honestly the best part of Kingdom Hearts 2. It's just you're not aimlessly wandering around the map looking to where to go. Like, you already know that this thing shouldn't be here, and that you're going to have to try to move it. And wait for her to go back to sleep. Because she a lazy ass.
So Aries, are you saying that are you back on doing videos again finally?
Yes, indeed. We are back to doing videos. We took that little hiatus. Had some stuff I had to take care of for when I finished college and everything.
Yeah, dude.
So now that is finally over, we can actually be way more consistent about the videos, so they will be popping up very quickly. Probably one of my most favorite fights right here. Very fun fight, because cancel out the stupid stuff that guy is trying to do to us. And we should be able to finish him with Valor Form probably in one go. Yeah, so we finished him off. We got a little bit of drive stuff right there. Nope, we actually could not do it that time, but... Alright, did that. And... there we go. Yeah, that fight... way more deceptively fun than it actually looks. That's just, to me, it's a really quick, clean fight. It's pretty fair, and you don't have to worry about doing a bunch of shit with it, really. The map we're going to use right here, just in case we do get lost for no reason.
So what is your quickest speed run you've ever done?
My quickest speed run is probably, I think it was 2 hours and, I think it was 2 hours and 20 or 30 minutes.
That's not bad, wow.
Yeah. So, we're trying to go for a PR right now. I think we're only at 40 minutes right now. So, yeah, this is an annoying part though. Really don't like this part because we have to save Cogsworth essentially. Here we go. Boom. Boom. It's always good when you do that the first go round, because if you don't, you have to go all the way back to Cogsworth and pour water on him or something. It's silly as shit. Grab that Lucid Shard right there for some other stuff we're going to be using. And that AP boost right there, just because we're not going to get a lot of AP, and I kind of want that AP. But essentially, I don't know if you guys know how it works, but AP is how you can increase your capacity for upgrading your skills. And now we have the beast fight. Yeah, just in case you guys didn't think Beast was a strong party member, he literally almost just melted us with a few swipes, so... But yeah, Beast, I think it was the same in Kingdom Hearts 1, but he's definitely the best party member in the game, besides Riku. Because Riku's broken by the time you get him. And the level up, nice, okay.
Nice.
Okay, now we have to make the, we're going to make the trip over here, towards, the next boss fight, which is also one of a really good boss fight, really fun. It is the Darkthorn, I believe. And, it's really fun fight. Just so we can have the, we can skip the last little animation stuff. We have to actually go check on Belle's room. Because apparently she has left and fled the scene. We needed that little push, that's planned. Oh gosh, get out of my way. Okay. And this is actually where we first see Zaldin, but he doesn't. I don't think he shows his. It actually does show his face here, so that's part of the other story stuff. And then we will actually. So if you actually run toward him, he will do something completely different. And so we actually want him to hit us right there. And then he's going to... Then we're going to pop him out of that. Okay, and then we're going to guess. He's going to be over here. He's going to go inside of this thing. He's going to shoot these little beams of light at us. Not really a big deal. He's going to go over here. He's going to be in one of these little things. We're just going to pop him out of that. We're going to release him. Wow, okay. He's gonna pop back over there. He's gonna try to catch us again. We're not gonna let him do it. And we should be able to finish the fight right here. The reason why this fight is probably so good, to me, is because it's a two-part fight. So that's his first form. He will actually evolve into this, I think it's the Dark Thorn. And so... Alright, so we're actually going to go into dry form right here. We're going to knock him up. So remember, we're also trying to get as much level up from this form as we possibly can. So... we should be able to finish him right here, hopefully. No, we didn't. But, okay. That is the end of that fight.
Control Alt Delete.
Yes, indeed. Control Delete.
Maybe an Alt F4.
Alt F4.
I actually love doing that. If I'm ever gaming on a PC, I'll just like type in the chat, like, "Hey guys, you know, unlimited ammo. If you press Alt and F4, and you'll see people at the bottom right. So and so has left the game."
Okay, and we have to go. We have to go back to Hall Bastion here for a little bit, because we have to see what Winnie the Pooh is up to. But it's pretty simple. We just have to go into the book. We have to say hi to Pooh, and pretty much it. And then we'll hop back out for a quick fight, and then we will be going on to Olympus Coliseum. Let's go. Dry form again. Get ready to see dry form get used a lot during this run. If you like Valor form, this is your speed run, because that happens. So that was a really good fight, actually. And we get our drive gauge back for that fight, and we don't have to worry about charging it back up. And then, of course, all the pages are torn out, and we have to go to different worlds to do that. We will not be doing that this speed run. We will be completely skipping 100 Acre Wood. Completely just throwing it to the side. And Merlin's going to tell us, and we actually get our first summon of the game. We get Chicken Little, who is going to be very useful in Pirates of the Caribbean, actually. He's going to be very useful.
Question, did they say that there was going to be a Star Wars world in Kingdom Hearts?
For Kingdom Hearts 3, I think there's been some rumors. We've only had a couple of the worlds revealed, apparently. So the worlds that have been revealed, I think that we all know about, are Toy Story,
Big Hero 6.
Yeah, Big Hero 6, Twilight Town, Pirates of the Caribbean has been reconfirmed. Tangled.
Oh yeah, it looks so good.
Yeah.
Frozen.
Yeah, Frozen. Twilight Town. I cannot wait to see Hall Bastion. If Hall Bastion is... If Hall Bastion... They have to have Hall Bastion in this new game. I don't see them... I just don't see them making Kingdom Hearts a game and not putting Hall Bastion in there. It'd be a criminal sin if it's not in there. I'd be beside myself. But hopefully Hall Bastion. We know Twilight Town is definitely... The Keyblade Graveyard is definitely confirmed. If you've watched the recent trailer and you didn't believe that the Keyblade Graveyard was confirmed, just watch the English recent trailer and those fears will be put to rest very, very quickly. And after, I think it's after or before Pirates, we have to go into Timeless River, which is also one of my favorite worlds because it has like that 1920s cartoony type of feel to it, where everything's black and white. The sound effects are even like it is, like how it used to be.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It's a really neat world, and actually probably one of the easiest to do for a speed run, if you know what you're doing. But it's just a blast, and that's where you also get your first kind of introduction to a kind of a system they implemented in Kingdom Hearts 2 called revenge value. So what revenge value basically is, kind of what we did with the last boss that we've been doing, and most of the bosses that we'll be doing in this run. We're basically manipulating the computer into thinking that the combos that we're doing aren't as bad as the computer thinks that we're doing it to them. So, Pete for Timeless River is, it's one of those things where we will essentially make him not be able to attack us the way he wants to, and we'll be able to kind of combo him how we want to. And so it's a really interesting system that only Kingdom Hearts actually has, I believe.
I have a question. This ship you're fighting, does it matter if you like blow it up all the way, or?
No. Cause see right there, we didn't get to blow it up all the way.
Does it do anything if you do, or? Yeah,
you'll get more points for your gummy ship. You can level up the gummy ship that way. Yeah, it's basically just for shits and giggles is what they're essentially doing, or trying to get you to do. But you will see, essentially, it's basically a little mini boss thing right there. So all that stuff will come toward you. You'll get a gravity G for your gummy ship, and that's essentially it. But it also just really surprises me that Kingdom Hearts 2 came out in, I think, 2005, and it's still probably one of the most fun RPGs I've ever played. Except for Chain of Memories. We don't talk about Chain of Memories because the card system screwed everything up, but the story for Chain of Memories is actually very interesting. And it's the first time you actually...
card system?
Yeah, you get a cards, like, you have to go around collecting cards and make your deck stronger, and that's how you attack in the game, essentially. It's very, very confusing.
Huh?
Yeah. That's why Chain of Memories is probably everybody's least favorite game of the Kingdom Hearts series, but it essentially boiled down to whose card beat whose. And if you didn't have the good enough cards, you were screwed for certain fights. And also one of my favorite worlds, Olympus Coliseum, which has also been confirmed for KH3. I think it's actually the first world that we go to in KH3, because Sora still has on his outfit from Kingdom Hearts 2. The only bad part about the underworld, the world we're currently in Olympus Coliseum, is that we are apparently, because of the story, we do not have a lot of our abilities that make us really good. We cannot use the drive form at all in this world right now. And absent silhouettes, we may try to do a couple of them for this run, but they're so hard, and it would just, I feel like it would cut time from the actual run. I might actually do a different stream tomorrow, maybe, where I try to do some of the absent silhouettes on this save, and we'll see how that goes. But I do have a save where I am pretty high leveled, and I can go in and try to do a speed run of those fights. And now we get to fight Hades, who is, guess what? You guessed it, kids, immortal.
That's it. Is that all you got?
You guessed right. Good job, kids.
Yeah, we want Goofy pretty much for most of the rest of our time. Combo boost, because that's going to make our attacks a lot better. We have Auron, all his stuff there. Goofy no, we really just kind of want Goofy Bash right now. We do want Defender on him, and we'll use fire for right now. Not really the best option. Potions out, cure out. Put cure back on that, just because I like it like that. And that's pretty much all the magic we have right now. But yeah, that's pretty much most of everything that we're gonna need for, at least for the early game stuff, for this world. So the important part about this, we're gonna try to go ahead and get rid of these guys with the limit break. Okay, yeah, Hades is basically just going to be trying to nuke us as we go down these little holes here. I told you guys slide dash was really good, and here it is being really good. No, dodge that, okay. Wait for the back cry, because it's going to help us get rid of the Heartless a little bit quicker. Probably one of the best reaction commands we'll have for a while. Reaction commands, everything.
That's it. Is that all you got?
And that's Orin being Orin right there. And that's pretty nasty. Okay, we have a little large body right here. And we're going to use another Bushido to get rid of these Heartless.
Your pain shall be twofold.
And there we go. And now we got to get the hell out of Dodge because Hades is still trying to get after us, but we're essentially just going to try to make it up back here as quick as we can so we can fight Cerberus. Well, I know a lot of people like dying to Cerberus and essentially using Mickey as their little crutch for getting him in there, because Mickey, early game bosses, Mickey is really good. Late game boss Mickey, whenever you do die to certain bosses, will let you, if you die, spawn Mickey in to save Sora. And if we have to do that this fight, that's fine. I'd rather not. I'd rather try to save it for Zaldin in case I need it. But as you can see, Cerberus is very hard to hit because he can only be hit by air combos. Okay, here we go. This is the reaction command. For a lot of you that aren't used to reaction commands, it's a new thing that Kingdom Hearts 2 did to kind of make the battles more cinematic and pretty cool in my opinion. And he should be finished right here after we do this this reaction command. And that should be it. Style. That's also just a really neat fight because Orin it's basically just you and another Final Fantasy character like teaming up to squash the beast. It's pretty nice. However, Orin will not show back up in your party for the rest of our time in this world. He's off doing some silly shit. So it's basically up to us to get most of our stuff in order. And we did get an elixir. That's pretty important. We're going to be using those later on. We also are going to get Donald and Goofy some weapons. These are the only weapons we're going to equip on them the entire run. Because Donald and Goofy are the least of our worries, pretty much, for most of this run. As soon as we get enough AP, actually, we'll be able to do counter guards. This is another really good move. And let's see if we can go ahead and equip that with Sora. No, we still need more AP, but that's fine. As soon as we can get counter guard, it makes life a whole lot easier. We'll definitely need it before we go into Timeless River, because that's how we're going to set up most of our combos with Pete. And we get to see Hercules for like 5 seconds. And yes, we do have to do this mini game, so pretty tragic. We just have to get 20 orbs, which is pretty simple. Yeah, 115 is not bad. Now I have to do the Maniac one. So what we're going to be trying to do here, just getting some of the stuff. We're trying to get as many of these things as we possibly can on the ground. Sometimes auto-target sucks. So we're just still trying to get these little things right here. Once the big ones pop up, we want to go for them. Yeah. So that right there we want to get, because that gets you like, I think 10 of them. Yeah. So that's what we want to go toward. Boom, there we go. Yeah, 42 seconds, that's not terrible either. And now we got to go back to the underworld, because Demyx, one of the organization members, has stolen the Olympus Stone, and it's the only way that we're going to be able to use drive forms in the underworld. We're gonna go ahead and pop the chest. So that's pretty important. That's probably one of the only power boosts that we're gonna get, so we're gonna go ahead and swap that on there. The Demyx fight is still really annoying. I know probably there's a lot of you that probably remember not necessarily dying to him, but a lot of you probably still remember, you know, him being a kind of an annoying boss, and we'll finally get to kill him later on throughout the story mode. This is actually a shortcut right here, and this will get us to where we need to go to fight Pete. This is actually the first time I think we actually fight Pete right here. But so we gotta fight Demyx first. The only thing about Demyx that really sucks is just the fact that and we're gonna go ahead and equip that AP boost we're gonna get right there. I know going out of my way to get the items is kind of bad, but we really need them. Dance, water, dance! So, you actually don't fight Demyx, you actually fight his water clones, and we have to beat 100 of them in about a minute and a half, which isn't that bad. You just kind of have to keep the you kind of have to keep them close to you and kind of track them. If we had Magnet, this fight would be a hell of a lot easier, but we do not. And we're gonna try to keep the spawns around him because Dimix is gonna spawn these music note things near him, and we kind of want to do that before we do anything else. And that should be it. Yeah, there we go. Like I said, not a hard fight, just a really useless and annoying one. So yes, we do have our damn drive gauge back. It feels so good. Because we're going to be using that all throughout this fight. But we're not going to be using the first part of the fight yet. We're going to be using the Bat Cry to get rid of these Heartless right here. So the second part of the Heartless, you actually can't beat Pete in this part of the fight right here, but it will be coming up. We just have to wait for him to essentially spawn his second minions of Heartless or whatever. So we're going to use the Cyclone, get both of them. Oh, no, we didn't get both of them. Alright, he really needs to... Okay, there we go. Now, we have Herc with us.
Let's go.
Dry forms. Pinball to Hercules. Break him out of the shell that he's in. Ooh, Valor form is level 3. That's really good. And that's it. And that is why we are leveling up Valor form, because it's just so good early game. I mean, it's just really good early game, and not a whole lot of and now we get to fight the Hydra, which I know there's been, this is meme central, because you'll hear Phil say, "Get on the Hydra's back," and he'll keep saying it until you get on the Hydra's back, essentially. So dodge that. Dodge it again. And have him come down here, hopefully. Dodge these. Dodge the tail again. Dodge it again. Now let's get his head down here. There we go. Boom. We'll go ahead and get on his back. Get on the Hydra's back. Oh, he didn't say it. We were too quick. Okay. There's been many a Kingdom Hearts meme that have just been get on the Hydra's back essentially the entire time. Okay. And we line it up so we can get to the other head really quickly. And we're going to do the same thing for this head. So we can just go straight into the combo. And we're going to do the same thing with this head. Boom. Okay, and we have an annoying part right here. They're going to start trying to go crazy on us. Going to try to prevent a lot of their shenanigans. They're going to start popping stuff up from the ground. And they're going to do the head thing again. Hopefully I don't think we should be able to use Pegasus right here, but there's not really a purpose in using Pegasus because he'll bob his head down when he wants to actually fight us again. Yeah, we're not going to use the Pegasus run, we're just going to take the hits, and that should be good, yeah. Okay. The head should be coming back down. There we go. We should be able to finish the fight right here, hopefully. Okay. Yeah, we couldn't finish the fight. Actually, we might... Oh, we did. That was super clutch. That would have shaved off like 30 seconds on this run. That would not have been good. Yeah. So we do get a actually very useful Keyblade right there. It's the Hero's Crest, and we're going to be using that in Timeless Server for sure. For sure. And then we have Disney Castle. Thankfully, there's no gummy mission actually to this, so that's very nice. And we're going to be using, you guessed it, kids, Power Form. Just because we do not want to fight these Heartless right here. They're not going to give you any experience, noteworthy experience. And since we do have Power Form at level 3, we have 5 for our form gauge right now, so we can just kind of cruise on to the main hallway here. And then we have our party members out, so our stuff's going to get reset, and we're going to go ahead and put on Counter Guard, because it's really good, why not? And then, when we get enough AP, we will actually be equipping High Jump. So, we will be doing that. And we're going to wipe out those Heartless real quick. And no, we did not mean to do that. Let's go back. We're going to get her to call over her.
Let's go. This way.
And we're going to try to push Minnie because it actually saves us time. So we're going to push. Damn. Push. Minnie, push Minnie. Push Minnie. Push Minnie. One of the cheesiest things we could possibly do in this game. We're going to push her and push her and push her, and then finish it.
It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard
It's about how you
hit.
keep going.
We keep moving forward. And keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
It's done. Alright. And now for a really annoying part, we're just going to have to essentially spam this move across because the developers decided not to give her any other moves. But it's still a really good move. It's basically just a get off me move to anybody thinking about coming over near Minnie. So, boom. We're going to get some experience doing this too, so it's not terrible.
This way.
Get her to come over here.
Let's go. This way. Let's go.
And it also gives you just insane iframes. Like, you're invulnerable for the entire time she's doing this move.
This way. Let's go.
Okay, we are level 15. That's really good.
Let's go. This way. Let's go. This way. Let's go. This way. Let's go. This way. This way. Let's go.
Boom. Okay. And that skill right there, we will not be using auto summon because it's really inconvenient. We did get thunder. We're probably not going to use it just yet. Actually, we will, because we're going to need it for a really annoying part of this upcoming world, and we're going to go ahead and get it out of the way. So we essentially have to go back to the world map for a little bit, jump back out. We have to go back to Hall Bastion to get Merlin, and then Merlin will teleport us back over to Disney Castle. And here we are, Timeless River. But yeah, just so you guys can see it, I'm going to take a little time out of the speed run just to show you guys how actually old school this is, and in HD. And this fight's a joke. We're gonna troll this Pete as quickly as possible.
What's that for?
Yeah, that fight's just silly. I don't even know why they put that there, but and then we have to do these. These are kind of annoying as far as the setup for the world goes, but we basically have to meet certain criteria and prevent them from destroying like pretty much everything. We're gonna go into Valor form. Yeah. But a lot of these fights can go south very, very quickly, as we will probably see. If I might actually die with one of these. This is probably one of my first deaths, my first very often deaths for this world in particular. And it's just because one of these Heartless has a lot of armor on them. For essentially the building is on fire and you're trying to save the building from being put on fire before you can you have to beat all the Heartless before that happens. So it's just very, very inconvenient. Yeah, there we go. And here we go. So this fight we will not be using Drive Form just because we need magic to pretty much get rid of one of these Heartless groups. And that's the Heartless we're talking about right there. So he's going to try to do some silliness. Yeah. Yep, and that's where we have our technically first death, because that is very hard. So what we might have to do... Let's see here.
You know this is really hard?
What's that?
I don't know, do you know?
Nah.
currently watching a stream on my laptop, and I'm playing some Battlefield 2 at the moment.
Oh, nice.
Having so much fun.
There we go.
Yeah.
We're gonna knock them up in the air so we can get this combo on them. Hopefully we can kill that one right there. There we go. Okay. Problem solved. Yeah, that was technically our first death, but we didn't actually die, so it doesn't count. So we're gonna say still deathless run. There we go. Okay, so now we need to go to the waterway because we still need to essentially get rid of Pete on his little boat. And this is also a good way to level up Valor Form because we're gonna hop on this little crane right here, and we're gonna there we go. That's why we hold on for dear life right there. There we go, nice, and we finished it while we're still in Valor form. And now we're out of it. I think this is a drive recovery right here. Oh, we don't actually have to use it, but we could still do this fight without Valor form. It just kind of takes a little bit more time.
What's that for?
There we go. And Pete's gonna switch. So once again, like I was talking about before, we're manipulating the revenge value for essentially how Pete will attack us, and so he'll sometimes do stuff that we want him to do. He's gonna switch, and we are back at this place. We should be able to get another one on him.
Oh,
So we
and we
actually-
won. Get wrecked. Sorry about that.
No, oh god. Okay, well that did not turn out the way I wanted it to, but there we go. And We just got the most broken piece of magic this game probably has, and it's Reflect. It's going to be very, very useful.
How broken?
Deleting like 3 bars of health probably from boss is broken. And we also got another form. We got Wisdom form. And
do you know how broken it is?
yeah, we will not be using Wisdom form, and we will not be going to Atlantica. That world we will completely skip for this run.
So you can skip that world completely?
Yep. You never have to do it. You also never have to do the Lion King world, which we will sadly not be doing this run either.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
And the only reason I figured that out early was because the world would become unlocked right before big events in the story, which means basically that you could just cancel out of it. So we probably are going to have to make up a little bit of time here because we spent probably a little bit too much time in Timeless World or Timeless River, but we'll probably still be making good on-track time for the final part of World That Never Was, so we still should be doing pretty good as far as time goes. And let's check our time actually. Okay, so we are... Yeah, we're about...
Check your press start on your game, and I would use that time rather than your stream time.
Yeah. So we still... Yeah, so we're still probably only about an hour and... I think we're about an hour and 30 into the run, maybe? Yeah. So we're probably about an hour 30 into the run. So we're still making a little bit of good time. It's probably not going to be as fast as my other run was, because we goofed around a little bit too much, I think, in the very beginning world. But we'll still probably make maybe sub 3 hours, maybe. That's a big if, but we still should be on track for some good time. And now we're just going to coast through the rest of this little gummy ship. And boom. We are out of that and into Port Royal, which is Pirates of the Caribbean. And the best thing about Port Royal is the world actually looks really good for the time. I mean, 2005. The world still looks really beautiful, and
I just can't get over how I have crossbows instead of pistols.
Yeah.
Treasury.
That's Disney for you. Just sit back and enjoy the music. Then you find out the pirate's secret, because when they're in the moonlight, they will essentially get dicked on. And the best part about this world is that you get to level up a lot because the pirates each give you 100 experience, which is ridiculous for this part of the game. Which is why I think when I was a kid I used to come back here and just fight the pirates if I needed to, or try to get into a I guess into a little scuffle with them.
Where are you taking?
We're actually going to be using Chicken Little. Chicken Little is going to be super useful for this world, because he's going to do that. He's going to call all the enemies in, essentially, and we just get to thunder everyone out of existence, and it's going to be really nice. And the best thing about Chicken Little's summon is that when he pulls all the enemies into where you need to go, it's very, very useful. And we still have Chicken Little, and yeah, it's going to be very useful. And we're going to switch out. We're going to go Valor form with a Goofy. We really don't need Donald right now, but we are going to replace Blizzard with Reflect. So that's one of the big changes we're going to make here. And yes, we do need high jump, and I think we still had something else. No, we did not. Okay. Thought I had a AP boost saved. And now we get to go aboard in the ship. We get to be pirates. And usually you can skip those fights, but I really didn't want to that time just because I think I need a little bit of extra experience. But you can actually go into the interceptor and completely skip that fight. And we are in the Ile de Morta.
Ile de Morta.
And we're going to ignore these Heartless for right now because we are about to have a actually pretty good fight in my opinion, because you have to hold off the pirates right here, and it is really nice. But we're going to be using Chicken Little for this part of the fight.
Let's go.
But they're going to essentially be... I need Chicken Little to bring him over here because... yeah, he's just essentially going to draw all of them to us, and it's going to be a lot better that way. And your summons will actually do a pretty good job of healing you whenever you need to. And... yeah, it's so funny that they have crossbows because the actual sound effects are gunshot effects. It's pretty nice. And we are going to skip this fight. I think we can skip that fight if I'm not mistaken. I think we might have to fight him. Let's see if we do. We might have to. No, we don't. That actually saved a lot of time. And then we're going to be using Chicken Little again.
Let's go.
Wow, the game glitched out right there. Don't know what happened there. We essentially have to get back the medallion in time for them to not get it. Just saves a lot of time. I like firing back at the cannons just because I can. And there we go. Probably one of the longer group fights that you have, but still manageable. And now we have to do a really annoying little mini-game thing that we don't have Valor Form for since we used up Chicken Little. So it's a silly little mini game with the Heartless, essentially, they had to do there. And there is another absent silhouette that you can do, but so normally what would happen in this fight is that I would have Valor Form actually on me, and we would be able to get rid of him pretty quickly, but he is still kind of vulnerable to any type of magic, so we can actually freeze or do anything. But the first thing we need to get rid of is this chameleon thing, which is usually somewhere around here. Yeah, so there we go. Okay, and Barbosa is very, very hard if you are not leveled up like we are. We were gonna heal right there actually because we almost died. And the only bad thing about this fight is that if Jack dies, you will actually lose. So you cannot have Jack die in your party. So, like I said, normally I would have the drive stuff that would help me out, but we used it on Chicken Little, which was fine. We didn't scrape off that much time, but I also should have equipped Blizzard, but we didn't do that either. And now we're going to Agrabah. So we will do Agrabah first, and then... Oh yeah, I don't know who decided to let this guy rock out on the guitar for this song, but well done, Square Enix. Just listen to this music. I'm gonna shut up. Listen to this music. Like, that's, I mean, for a gummy mission, this is too hype. This should have been a final boss theme or something.
Indeed.
This probably should have been on the F-Zero GX game that they made a couple years ago. With Captain Falcon. Show me your moves.
Falcon, power.
Fuck yeah, yes.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, we lost. Jeez. We're in like overtime and can't do jack. These Philly Rebels held off very well against our country. Yeah, my heavy is level 18 now.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Speaking of, I'm not sure what level we are right now, but
Nice segue.
we should be approaching level 20 if we aren't already going to get to level 20. It's almost like Square Enix knew someone was going to cover this song as a rock version, and they were just like, hey, go for it. And we're going to go ahead and save some time, and we're going to do the other gummy mission, just because it actually is a time saver. And the best thing about the gummy missions is that once we do them once, we never have to do them again. And that should be all but 2 of the game missions we have to do left. And that'll be that pretty much, as far as our game missions go. So now that we got those out of the way, we can finally head to Agrabah. Because we will definitely have to level up for Oogie Boogie stuff, and that'll be fun. And now we get our first taste of Wisdom Form. We're going to do that right now.
Oh god, Darth Maul, Darth Maul, Darth Maul, Darth Maul.
The newly Agrabah app that they have here is so much more useful, and it is just really good. And we'll actually get to see a little bit more of Donald this round. We will see a lot more of Donald whenever we are getting to go to essentially what'll be kind of in-game stuff, but Donald near the end game is just really good because of one limit. He has a limit called Duck Flare, and Duck Flare is super broken. For some reason, in the English version of this game, they thought they needed to upgrade Donald, and they're probably right. But Duck Flare is just really good. We're going to go ahead and equip the skill ring because it's going to give us a little bit more AP. Oh wow, missed 2 cutscene skips, okay. Okay, we're down to this place. We're going to use a little bit of cheese. I kind of actually wanted them to attack there.
Rocking that Luke Skywalker now.
This is it.
Okay, so hopefully after we do this right, we will be able to move on, and we got the door open for us. And
How
this,
is a damn death trooper gonna give me the slip? Are you
Damn.
kidding me? Luke Skywalker the pansy.
okay. So we did have to sacrifice our drive gauge there, but we are still golden. So that went well. I've seen some people use that fight a little bit quicker. But now, we get to go fight these other guys, and we will definitely be using... we'll definitely be using Goofy for this fight, because Valor Form is still really good. When in doubt, Valor Form. Okay, we did not mean to do that. Wow, that actually kind of messed up my plans a little bit. Oh wow, this is actually screwing me up a little bit more than I wanted it to. Yeah, we're gonna have to use reaction commands. It may not be the worst fight ever. Thank you, Donald. Okay, so he is actually done. And so that fight could have gone a lot quicker. We probably wasted a good minute on that fight, so that's probably not too good. But we're still doing it, and we have a genie summon, and that will be useful later on. And before we go to Halloween Town, we're going to go back to Twilight Town to get a very good limit called, literally just, I think it's called a limit form. And you can go ahead and use it with all your party members alive, which is really good. And it is just really nice to have limit form, because it gives you access to dodge roll, which is really good. Dodge roll is very nice. Really good fight. Really good fight.
Yeah.
We're going to the Station Plaza.
Oh man. Well, I'm probably about to get off the chat here, but good luck with the rest of your stream, brother.
Alright, thanks.
I'm gonna keep watching on my laptop here, but I'm probably gonna get ready to head to bed, so.
Alright.
But yeah, dudes, enjoy.
I shall.
Don't be.
Lionel's right, you know.
So it's all.
Gorge, I didn't mean to.
You. Oh no! Mama! You're right, Chipper. Sora!
Alright, now we got Halloween Town. Probably not my favorite world, just because it gets a little crazy. These are our skills for that. I don't think I saw it there, but I want to say that we definitely definitely got him on that. I think we got a level up for Valor form. There you go. Don't know why I attacked that Heartless, but we did. But now we get to go see Santa.
Here it is.
And now we are in Christmas Town. Okay, for some reason Reflect did not come out. And I think we have our first mini boss for this little time that we're here. Oh yeah. Now, this boss is kind of weird because he eats one of the kids, and every time he eats one of the kids, he gets one of their abilities, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. Okay, so he's going to try to, couldn't stop him from getting him. That's going to be problematic. Probably not the most intelligent boss. Okay, he's really high up in the air. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, that was super tasty. Get that young Reflect on him. Yeah. Now I think we had to head back to Christmas Town. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we had to head back to Christmas Town. Yep.
nice view from up here. That's right, away you go. I'll swap you flat. That's right, away you go. That's right, away you go. I'll swap you flat. That's right, away you go. That's right, away you go. I'll swap you flat. Hope you like the boogie gift I picked out for you. That's right, away you go. I'll swap you flat. That's right, away you go.
Ah, crap. Okay. There we go. Transferred over to the good side. That's actually pretty good because we actually want them over there, but
Hope you like the boogie gift I picked out for you. That's right, away you go. Let's break things up. Oh, baby. I'll swap you flat.
okay.
Now you just try dodging this. That's right, away you go. I'll swap you flat. That's right, away you go.
Oh my goodness. Okay. That's unfortunate. There we go.
Now you just try dodging this. That's right, away you go. I'll swap you flat. That's right, away you go.
Oh my goodness. Okay. He switched twice. I've never actually seen that. Where he switches twice. Never seen that. That's unfortunate.
I'll swap you flat. That's right, away you go.
There we go. That was nice, because if we didn't hit him that time, he was probably going to go back upstairs, and we do not want that. But yeah, we are done with Halloween Town right there. And like I said, we will not be going to the I guess whatever you call it, Pride Lands. We will not be going there. Guess what time it is? Limit form time. We do have to talk to Cloud real quick. And now, probably for everybody's favorite part of the game, because Hall Bastion is pretty hype here, I'd have to say. No, that's bad. Okay. Hall Bastion music's always good.
Yeah. Ha. Yeah.
Everyone's favorite minigame because it's so quick like that. We are also going to cheese the crap out of this little game right here. So just keep your eye on the red one and watch where it goes.
Give me strength.
Yep. And that's all you have to do for that, which is really nice. And now we have Master Form. So, Master Form is going to help us out a lot. We will also be getting Stitch from Lilo and Stitch right there. And now time for the worst part of the... There we go. And then, neat little trick, you can actually guard through these, which is nice. Making my way downtown, walking fast, chasing cats and sunrise. Do 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 do. Okay, and this is the part where we are going to do some serious grinding on these guys. And now we'll be using Magnet to get these guys over here. And this is the best part of this. We'll be just spamming Magnet throughout trying to get these. So we got some good level up right there, at least some experience there to help us out for leveling up whenever we need to. We could use Donald here, but we're gonna... I know there's a strategy where you can use him, but it's, I want to make sure I pull off the combo right here. And plus, I'll get my health regen back whenever I need it. Okay, we're gonna freeze him right here. And now watch this work. And we are just gonna keep melting him. Yep, and that will get us probably game over right here. Or not. I thought that was supposed to kill him, but okay. Not the cleanest thing. I've seen a lot more speedrunners do that with Master Form still on, but oh wait, we need to access the computer. Oh god. There we go. And that's a little bit harder of a fight since I didn't have my drive build up, so. Okay, so we are going to gather them. Alright, we're level 24, so that's pretty good.
Dance, water, dance!
Okay, let's see how this works.
Back off!
Okay. There we go. Very good. So, I think since we finished it in limit form, we won't have to worry about getting anything fancy on him.
Just give up. It'll be easy.
The interesting thing about this fight right here is that if you die to this fight, you get sent back to, I believe it's before Demix. So you do not want to die in any of these fights that are essentially the Final Fantasy fights.
I'll help out. No. Give me strength. Back off. Let's go. Take this. This is it. This is it.
Oh, nice. Okay. And then we have Tifa here to help us. Tifa's probably by far the hardest one of these to do, especially on a higher difficulty. Damn, Tifa. Gotta chill, girl. Damn, Tifa. Yeah, the Final Fantasy characters are very useful. Very useful. Still very useful. Thank you, Cloud. Thank you, Cloud. And now we have the 1,000 Heartless fight. One of my favorite fights in the entire game. Because you fight 1,000 Heartless. But it really sucks for your... pretty much anything else that you're doing. Wow, okay. Can also be another annoying fight because it's literally you. You don't have anybody else to help you, essentially. Yeah. I'm trying to snag one of these guys and stay with him, but he's not being very nice about it. Oh, wow. Okay. Our deathless run ended right there. Okay. Well, that's probably all I'm going to do for the stream tonight, guys. We're going to save it and see how much time we actually have on this route. And so how much time are we making? We're at 2 hours and 47 minutes. So, but thank you guys for watching the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be back hopefully to finish this this speed run. I would finish it tonight, but it is where I am. It's almost it's past midnight, so I will be tuning off. But thank you guys for watching the stream. Just remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. So long, and stay frosty.